So do you or a teenager you love struggle to score as well on tests as your potential is, or at least as you think your potential is? I was just working with a client on this issue, and I want to share with you a winning formula that she discovered through her own research at school over this last week. And by the way, if you don't know, I am Gretchen Wegner, and I am the founder of the anti-boring approach to powerful studying. So here's the formula that my client came up with. So part number one, do your homework. Might seem like a no-brainer to many of us, but I can't tell you how many of my clients show up, and after I try and teach them study skills, and I try and teach them all kinds of tips and tools from the anti-boring approach, and only at the end of it all do we discover that they have not been doing their homework. So it's like, duh, okay, but because students often don't know this, it's a good thing to double check at the very beginning. And as a coach, I'm trying to get better and better about asking them this question early on. So the next part of the missing formula is meet with the teacher. Because when you do your homework, you see what you're able to do well and what you don't know. And if those questions don't get answered in school the next day, then you need to meet with the teacher to see if you can get those questions answered, because homework gives us great proof about what we do and don't know. And then when we meet with the teacher, we encode it in a new way. And if you've been tracking all of my anti-boring approach tools, that's simply the study cycle, right? We encode, we test ourselves to see what we know, we encode what we don't know, we test ourselves, and we keep on doing that process until we have proof that we know everything. And when we have proof that we know everything, we just automatically score better on tests. Now, some of you are doing your homework and you're meeting with the teacher and you're still struggling on tests. And so that's a whole different video, a whole different issue. But for this moment, I recommend that parents or students out there just be honest here about whether this process is actually happening. And if it's not happening, just try it. Just try actually doing your homework. Just try meeting with the teacher several times, and then track your test scores over time and just see if you can prove to yourself through that process that those two simple actions alone will make a world of difference. I'm always available at gretchen@gretchenwegner.com. And if you want to check out the whole study cycle and all the tools related to the study cycle, you can always try my online course, which is the Anti-Boring Approach to Powerful Studying. It costs $197 at gretchenwegner.com, and it teaches you everything you need to know to rock school. So let me know if you have any questions about that, and I'll see you next week in next week's video. Bye, y'all.